Take a look at this. It's tracking me in any app. It's got a dedicated tracking camera, so this won't lose me in any app. And I can reposition myself where I want to be in the shot. No more motor in the shot. Do you see how the motor is moving? Guess what? You can do motion time-lapse in any app. And that's not everything. This is just a little tease. Hohem said, we listened to you all and created this gimbal. This will certainly shake a gimbal market quite a lot. This is going to be a very interesting review. This video is sponsored by Hohem. For the new faces, welcome. My name is Zdenka Darola. If you are into photography or video, consider subscribing. This is Hohem iStudy M6 kit. What is included? Gimbal, fill light with AI vision sensor, tripod, carrying case, USB-C charging cable, USB-C to USB-C cable, and user manual. Let's take a look at the gimbal. The weight is 555 grams, it's made of high-performance composites, and maximum payload is 400 grams. The battery capacity is displayed on the screen. Battery life is up to 18 hours under ideal conditions with the gimbal well balanced. If you are using AI tracking and fill light at highest brightness, you are going to get 6 to 8 hours. Charging time is 3 hours. You can use it in the temperatures ranging from -10 up to 45 degrees Celsius. The motor is protected by automatically shutting off if you do something you're not supposed to do. The phone clamp can really stretch, so you can easily fit large phones. The grip is very deep, so if you have no case, the phone is grabbed well. I use the Movement case on my phone and it fits well. If you, however, use thicker phone case, it might not be suitable for this clamp. The 0.91-inch OLED status panel shows all important information such as gimbal modes, battery, and Bluetooth status. Joystick is here, mode button is here. That one has many functions. You can switch between the modes. It has pan follow mode, pan tilt follow mode, lock mode, and POV mode. If you press 3 times, you get to inception mode. If you press 5 times, the gimbal will start auto calibration. If you press 7 times, you can pair Hohem remote with this gimbal. I have one here and look, you can control the gimbal with the buttons. If you press 9 times, you will clear the paired remote control. Record button is below, which has also other functions, like switching between photo and video mode, switching between front and rear camera, and this red circle is for zooming in and out. On the other side is the power and standby button. The charging port is above and the trigger is in the back. That one has many functions. If you press and hold, you are in sports mode. Press 2 times to recenter the gimbal, and if you press 3 times, it will rotate the gimbal 180 degrees. If you double press and hold, you will get all lock mode. And if you want to film with an ultra-wide angle lens and don't want to see the motor in a shot, press trigger 4 times. The motor will move to the other side. Once you are done, press 4 times and you are back to the original setup. On the left, you have 2 small buttons. Those allow you to set up motion time-lapse from point A to B. So you can film motion time-lapses in any app. The way it is done is that you frame the shot where you want the time-lapse to start. Long press the A button to confirm, then move the camera to the ending point of the time-lapse and long press B button to confirm. Now when you shortly press A, it takes you to the starting point. If you press B, it takes you to the ending point. When you double press A, the time-lapse starts from point A to B. If you double press B, the time-lapse starts from B and ends on A. I hope it all makes sense. The default time is 1 minute, but everything can be customized and changed in the Hohem Joy app. I'll show you that one a little bit later on. This big wheel controls focus and roll movement. Focus will work only in the Hohem Joy app. If you double press the button here, you will switch the mode to roll. Let's take a look at the magnetic fillet with built-in AI vision tracking sensor. It's magnetic, so you can use it with a selfie camera, you can use it with rear cameras. The magnets are very strong, it's holding really well, but I still managed to knock it off 2 times of the gimbal, so you need to be careful so you don't lose this. There is an on and off button on the side. There is no Bluetooth required for AI tracking. You don't need any app. It works on its own. Just show the OK sign. Now the light is green and the gimbal is tracking me, and it's very sensitive. It's not gonna lose you. It's very, very sensitive when it comes to tracking. If you wanna turn it off, then you just show the stop sign. So now I'm gonna enable tracking. Now it's green. And by default, you are in the center of the frame. If you want to reframe the shot, you can do that as well. You just show the L. Now the green light is flashing, and let's say I'm gonna position myself a little bit to the left. I'll show that again. Now the light is solid, and I know that I've reframed the shot. I'm a little bit now on the left. If I wanna go back to the center, the same thing. I'll just show L sign, position myself in the center, and now the gimbal is tracking exactly my position. Well, right now I'm recording myself in cinematic mode, and the camera is tracking me so I can move wherever I want, and I don't have to worry that it's gonna lose my face. The fill light is controlled by a control wheel. Long press to turn on the light. Here you can switch between CCT and RGB lights by pressing this button 3 times. When you select CCT, you can control temperature and brightness. When you have RGB selected, you can change color and brightness. You just make the selection with this button by pressing 1 time. You will see what is selected on the screen. Port for charging the gimbal is here. Port for charging your smartphone is here. You can also charge the phone when you are not using the gimbal. There are several 1/4-inch 20 UNC ports, so you can attach accessories like microphones and lights. One is here, second and third. Balancing the gimbal is not a problem. The arm is long, you can move it far. Here I have microphone and variable ND filter attached. Whatever you're going to attach to the smartphone, just make sure it's below the 400 grams maximum payload. You can film in a vertical and horizontal mode. You need to turn the clamp and then install the phone to the position. But it also has a quick switch to portrait mode, so if you are filming in horizontal mode, you just tilt the gimbal to the right and it will turn into portrait mode. You can film in low angle, no problem. The range of movement is very good. Pen has full 360 degrees. Roll and tilt are 335 degrees. The gimbal has an upgraded anti-shake system. Let's do stabilization test. Here is regular walk, soft, deep in the knees, walk, and run. This is for sure the most advanced smartphone gimbal on the market right now. You can film in any app, native camera app, Cinema P3, Movement, you name it. Just keep in mind though that the focus, control, and zoom only works in Hohem Joy app. Speaking of Hohem Joy, let's check out their app. It is quite a simple app, but has also many great options, especially in the settings, where you can further customize your gimbal. Let's start with resolution and frame rates. I'm using an iPhone 14 Pro, and what I see is 4K, 1080p, and 720p in 24, 30, and 60 frames per second. In this app, you can do face tracking or object tracking. Movement section offers pre-designed automatic moves. Inception mode, smart dolly zoom, smart motion time-lapse, panorama video, clone me, and fantastic rotation. You can take photos, you can record video, you can take 3x3, 180 degrees, 240 degrees, and 360 degrees panorama. Time lapses are next. Then you can also do motion lapses. You can select up to 5 points. Slow motion can be filmed either in 1080p in 120 frames per second or 720p in 240 frames per second. Let's run through settings where you can customize the way the gimbal will work. Under camera parameter settings, you can choose lens, you can choose photo size, mirror selfie, turn on grid, disable centered auto shoot, and customize gesture control. You can choose if you want to follow and shoot, or shoot only, or follow only. Zoom speed can be changed here. You can enable the timer and turn on professional mode, which is filming in manual mode. When I enable it, you can see it now at the bottom. You can control ISO, shutter speed, and white balance. Under gimbal parameters settings, you can choose gimbal mode, change follow speed. The choices are slow, general, and medium. You can change the motor response. The choices are low, medium, and high. Next is where you can change the AB motion lapse duration. Choices are 1 minute, 5, 15, 30, and 60. You can reverse joystick left and right movements and change the speed. The same goes with up and down movement and speed. You can do auto calibration, restore settings, and factory reset AI vision sensor. They really listened to the audience, didn't they? This is a very huge step up from all other smartphone gimbals on the market right now. To be able to get tracking and time-lapse motion in any app is big. Increased maximum payload is also very welcomed for big and heavy phones. Give it a thumbs up if you found this video informative, and don't forget to subscribe for more. There are 2 videos right after this one still about the Hohem M6. One video will be comparison Zoom Smooth 5 versus DJI Osmo Mobile 6 versus Hohem M6. And then I will also post a video how to use this gimbal in-depth tutorial. If you have any questions, comments, leave them below, and I'll see you, my friends, in the next video. Ciao, ahoj!